This is a scary story about back-to-back. There were two girls named Kimi and Suzumi. They had been best friends ever since they started school together. When they went to university, the girls shared the same dorm room. Kimi slept in the top bunk and Suzumi slept in the bottom bunk. One day, Kimi came back from class and Suzumi wasn't in her room. She tried to call her friend, but Suzumi's phone either had no service or was turned off. She looked around the room and noticed that all of Suzumi's things were still there and her suitcase was still sitting on the top of her wardrobe. Kimi began to get worried. She kept sending text messages saying, "Please call me," and "Are you okay?" But there was no reply. Next morning, when Suzumi still hadn't shown up, Kimi called all of their friends. But none of them had seen her. She kept calling Suzumi's phone, but there was no answer. Finally, Kimi sent a message asking, "Where are you? I'm really worried about you. Please text me back." That night, when Kimi was lying in bed, she received a text message. It was from Suzumi, and it simply read, "Back to back." Kimi was stunned. She couldn't understand what the message meant. As she was puzzling over it, she noticed there was a strange, sickly, sweet smell in the room. She began to look around, searching for the source of the stench. She pulled things out of the closet, but she couldn't find anything that could be causing the smell. She looked under the bed, the counters, and pulled down Suzumi's suitcase and opened it. But it was empty. Turning around, she looked at Suzumi's bed. With trembling fingers, she reached out and pulled the covers off the bottom bunk. But there was something there. Then Kimi happened to glance up and let out a horrified scream. She found herself face to face with the rotting corpse of Suzumi. It turned out that an intruder had broken into their dorm room, and Suzumi had accidentally stumbled across him during the robbery. He murdered her and hid her body by strapping it to the underside of the top bunk. Every single night, Kimi was looking for her friend, but the entire time they were back to back.